And this topic has evolved so drastically in recent events. It used to be that we used to do these topics in Milpitas.
Yeah.
It seemed like only Milpitas cared about credit repair 4 years ago. But now it appears that this is important to everybody. It doesn't matter where you're living, thanks to our current challenges in the market, because it's always a good time to buy, right, Amir? There's never a bad market. It's always when you can afford it, you can buy, right?
Yep.
But if you look at the graph that I passed out, it does show what our current inventory is. And the blue category, guys, blue category was last year. Green category is this year. And many of these folks, especially in East Valley, Milpitas, South San Jose, definitely Gilroy, Morgan Hill, and even in places, strangely enough, Saratoga, Cupertino, some of these listings are because of short sales. So the big question I always got asked was, Daniel, I get asked this about 20 times a week right now. How much does a short sale affect my FICO score? How much does a foreclosure affect my FICO score? How long does it stay on my credit report? How does a bankruptcy affect my FICO score? Should my client pay their mortgage or not? That's my favorite question. Why aren't you asking the title guy if your client should pay their mortgage or not? Maybe ask a lender. I don't know.
Or a lawyer.
Or an attorney.
Yeah.
So why I had Robert come today, we're kind of changing our normal focus, which is generally about just the credit repair. But I've been challenged by many of you to ask him this question, and I'm hoping that he spends a good portion of his seminar, which is, what are the pros and cons of those different ways of selling property on someone's credit? And here's one that came from former SCORE president, Edwin Rasuelo, from 2006, I believe he was president, 2007. He asked this question: I have people that are not late that are getting approved for a short sale. Does that affect my client's credit? So that's a pretty good question, and I didn't have an answer for him. I said, I know Robert's someone who can at least touch on that subject. So Robert, you have a lot on your plate to talk about. Thank you so much for coming down.
Or you guys
Robert
have
Childs.
a lot on your plate. Yeah, we'll go over some stuff here in a minute. Yeah, commonly that question gets asked me quite a bit. What happens to credit in the case of a short sale, or obviously foreclosure is pretty self-explanatory. You'll heard it for quite a bit of time. That's why I was late getting over here. I was sitting in the parking lot talking with a client in Los Gatos, and he's got a property in Florida that's been approved for a short sale by his lender with brand new duplex construction. No lates on it, because the loan was sort of frozen until everything was completed with the construction. It's all been approved with no lates on it, and it took probably about a $30,000 or $40,000 reduction in the mortgage. Probably 360 or 350, something of that nature over here. So in a nutshell of, if you have a property that's worth let's say $500,000, and the bank says, okay, we'll take $450 today to do that, outside of a couple of lates. Otherwise, if the property's sold, it's listed, and it's loan paid off, everything goes as smooth as baby's behind, no problems whatsoever, it will say paid in full, paid as agreed. In some cases, I've seen Countrywide put on there where it actually says discounted. Obviously, like when you settle a credit card debt, you owe 10, they take 5, it'll say the word settled will pop up. But certainly the word settled is not as good as the word paid in full, but at least it's better than open, collection, charge off, etc., because you go past due. So settled is good. But in the mortgage industry, they usually put the word discounted, which FICO is kind of stupid. They really don't know what that means, and you can quote me on that. They really don't know what that means. But at the point where foreclosure pops up, that will tank your credit score for a while. But discounted may or may not be a bad word. But a lot of cases, even if you owe a credit card to a debt to a credit card company, you negotiate 50-60% reduction. They agree to it. Sometime they've seen them put the word paid in full. I've actually seen go to the next lender. They think you actually paid off all your debt 100%, not for 50 cents on the dollar. So it may not happen. Be bad for your credit. What Daniel was saying about, well, how can someone get approved for a short sale in the effect of not having any lates, because typically a lot of lenders want to see the 2 or 3 or more months late, possibly being right in the edge of going into foreclosure, or basically they have to prove what they call hardship. Usually on every bank's lender's website, there's usually a 2 or 3 page form they can fill out application. It's called a hardship application. You have to prove to them, I'm in hardship. I'm living on my 401k. My spouse lost her job or his job. I'm digging on credit cards to live. income stopped. You know, more money going out than money coming in. I'm on unemployment. You know, I'm dipping into my Social Security, whatever it takes. You know, I'm using my Equiline to pay bills, you know, or using credit cards to pay credit card bills upside down. So that's proving hardship. And lates also will help, you know, to a factor of. I never heard myself ever say this 7 years I've been in credit repair, by actually having lates on a mortgage would help a person get a discount on their mortgage. But nowadays, the way the economy's going, it's getting worse and worse before it gets better and better, that nowadays lates are not necessarily the issue as long as you can prove hardship to the lender. If you have equity in a property, good luck. Probably not, but if you're upside down or you're breaking even, you know, value what the loan is or more, then you have to prove hardship to the lender to really for them to say, yes, you know, we'll take some kind of discount. So foreclosure could be a good thing, usually 80% of the time. So after proving hardship and discount property discounted, whatever, 50, 60,000, 100,000, and the property sold quickly without any lates on it, it'd be squeaky clean. In most cases, okay, I'm not saying all the time, okay. You know, when it comes to rental property, investment property, usually lenders will say, well, we'll take a look at that case by case, but essentially they want to focus on your primary residence first, okay? So.
In the hardship application, XYZ Bank, who's the person that you deal with so they understand the criteria rather than someone just answering the phone?
No, usually on the application on the website, it will lead you to like a back office phone number somewhere where you can dial. It goes directly to like their legal department or their specialists that do this. The way that, Countrywide being bought out by B of A recently is just a proven factor that become like this. So usually on the application there'll be like a number you can call that directly hooks you, bypasses all the fat, so to speak, in the bank, right to the people that make those decisions. You know, the specialists that are there to help the people walk through this whole process. The last thing you want to do, guys, is take the home. They don't want the home. They want you to keep it, pay the mortgage, even if they have to discount it. You know, but if short sale is the only option, there are specialists. It's bank by bank, case by case, where they'll hook you up with some back office person.
One other quick question: in a hardship sale, being in Saratoga, for example, just use this as an example. 1.5 is owed on the property.
Yeah.
It's starting to go into foreclosure, but the property actually sells for $1 million, let's say $650. The surplus of $150. Does the owner get that difference?
You know, I don't know. That's where we start. When we
Not
talk
a short
about.
sale question.
Yeah.
Here, Robert's going to talk about the credit aspect.
Yeah.
Generally, for those of you who've taken my short sale class, lender does not want the seller to walk away with any proceeds.
Right.
They may
Yeah,
give
they
you
probably
a
want that
roughly
cash.
$1,000 or $2 to cover first month's rent, and that's negotiable, and any good agent could negotiate that possibly.
Right.
But as a general rule, the lender's going to lose $200,000-$300,000. They're not too excited about the seller walking away with anything.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they want you to be nothing in pocket.
Just
Yeah.
to touch real quick, the lender doesn't lose any money from the short sale.
That's what
It wouldn't be a short. It wouldn't be a short sale.
Then
Yeah.
you're not short. So
Yeah.
lender doesn't lose, then you gain.
Yeah.
Lender loses, they're not too happy.
Now, a
about
short sale
anything.
can be. We sell a house to my mother who's only 5 foot tall. That's a short sale. See? All right. Hot. So, but yeah, they don't want you to be. They want you to be broke. You know, I don't care if it's Blackhawk where homes are worth $2, $3, $4 million, or East Oakland or Saratoga. It's case by case on everyone's. If your income's here or here, it's based on your lifestyle. If you're upside down, you can actually prove hardship.
Can I just interrupt? On the webpage I just shown you guys, there is, if you scroll down, it says short sale presentation. Thanks. And there it is highlighted. You can go ahead and click that. It's about a 30-page document. It has samples of hardship letters. It has the whole process as far as the lender's perspective, the seller's perspective, the investor's perspective. So something to consider if you have some of the more meaty short sale questions, refer to that. But let's talk about FICO if we could.
Yeah.
Some more, Robert. I just wanted to point that out for you guys.
So yeah, so I wanted to kind of give you a gist of it, guys. How it may or may not. So short sale could be a good thing. Right? It can be a good thing. It's all based on the person to qualify with the bank. Okay, so. So anyway, so hope it. Yeah, but again, they don't want you to. They want you to be broke, pretty much, when it comes to actual. So yeah, I usually get asked that question many times. So people say, well, Robert, how'd you get in your own business? Well, I've been in this business for 17 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days, 6 hours, 4 minutes, 32 seconds, but who's counting? Got into it in November of 1990 because I screwed up my own credit. And the ones that have seen me, speak before in the past, I do a lot of public speaking, that debt.